Some organizations actually take this idea farther. And instead of identifying the what that they do, instead of just identifying the mission statement that they have, they go farther and they really start fleshing out a vision statement. That vision statement is going to really define how they do the thing that they do. And this is really where some organizations start distinguishing themselves from one another. In fact, I would probably say it like this first. You've got the idea. The idea is the what. That's the mission. The vision is the how. That's really when they start putting that mission, putting that idea into action. You're moving really from an idea to an implementation of the idea. Does that make sense? And when you start implementing an idea, that's where it's going to look different for every single guy in the room, every single company that's out there, every organization, every nonprofit, even every churches. And so, like, maybe this is the way you could think of it. Moving from kind of the idea, the light bulb, to the cogwheel, the action, the implementation, or different way to look at it, you're moving really from the head, where you think about these things, moving to the hands, where you do these things. Does that make sense to you? This is the distinguishing factor. A lot of companies actually have the same or almost the same mission statement. Amazon and Nordstrom have an almost identical mission statement. It's to provide excellent customer service. What's the difference between Amazon and Nordstrom? Okay, Amazon has a storefront, yes or no? No. Nordstrom has a big online presence, yes or no? No. One of these is chosen to live out. They've chosen the how, the vision of this. How Amazon does the mission statement of excellent customer service is they do that through the online world. They'll sell you things and they'll ship it to you Prime, free, or buy a membership. And it's totally a different strategy. It's completely different. But that mission statement's exactly the same. Do you see what I'm saying? This is really why I think, but let's just maybe kind of get like faith on it. Some of you boomeranged out of the church when you left high school or college, and then when you got to be about 30 or 35 and you had kids and you start kind of getting to adult world, you boomeranged right back in. But you boomeranged into a different kind of church than what you grew up in. They believe the same things and they teach the same things, but they look very different and they act very different. Most churches fundamentally that are Christian distinguish themselves not on the what that they do, but on how they do it. So some of you go to churches that believe the same things from guys that are on the opposite side of the room, but the difference is you think that the church should have this kind of music and do Sunday school, and some of you think, well, no, it should do small groups and do certain kinds of music and meet at other places, and some of you think it should meet with stained glass, and some of you think, well, it could meet in a barn if we want to, right? It's the same what, it really is, but the implementation of that, the how, is radically different. And this is where some of these dreams, some of these goals are going to start distinguishing you from other guys inside the room. It's not just the idea, it's the implementation of the idea. And that implementation idea is going to be very different for some of you.